So yeah, I mean the whole thing with an offer is just
Mhm.
designing like how is this different than all the other things on the internet? That's like the main thing to
Mhm.
get over these days because it's like a few years ago, like being hypey, like Russell Brunson style was like the thing and it worked. And then everybody started doing it, so it quit working. And then like webinars like did really well, and then more people start doing them, so they don't work as well. Same thing with anything, right? Like even
Right.
Facebook.
Just
Um,
dated.
but like you just have to think about like okay, what think about the people that like you're trying to serve and like what their biggest problems are. So you've probably heard me talk a lot in general just about um like asking your list for their number one problem or concern, or going on Reddit or going on like Amazon reviews for like similar things if you could find one, and just like researching what their biggest problem is, or like what with the current way they're doing things is like really just frustrating them. And
Yeah.
then the whole mechanism is like, okay, what is the one reason they have always failed? And what is the reason that they're going to succeed this time? That is the main thing, right? So if you're trying to show people like how they could, now remind me again what exactly this is a way for people to get clients.
Yeah, it's multifaceted. I have a different angle, a way to get clients. The same guy that said thanks for the conversation. I got 2 clients with it. He's a business coach. He came back at me. He's like, this helps every part of your business, before, during, and after. It's your path. It's your what do you call it? It's your delivery system. It's what you promise. But he said, how about we get clients because you use it on the close. You use it on the close of the phone call. So I have a VSL out there that I haven't thrown traffic to yet. It's called Story Close Approach. That's still my PMS, but it's just the story close approach. Different angle, more granular as far as where they are. Hey, if you're a coach and you're getting calls, but you can't get them to convert because you can't get clear on how you're going to fulfill your promises, check it out. That's so I have that angle. Does that help with what you're?
Yeah, so it's just figuring out like what the biggest problem is, right? So like what
Yeah.
they believe. So somebody who's like looking at your content, like what do they believe is holding them back? Is it that they can't book enough phone calls? Is it they don't know what to say when they get on the phone? Is it they don't know what to do after they close the client? Like those are some very real things that people bring to me. So whichever
Yeah.
one is the most pressing, let's say just for your example, I don't know if this is true, but let's say their biggest problem is they don't know what to say when they're on the phone and they suck at closing.
Yeah.
So then what you need to do is basically make a method and say like, here's why you've always been bad at closing, and here's the one thing that you've never tried before that's going to completely change the game. So for example, you could be like, yeah, most people get on the phone, they present an offer, and they like, say all the things they're supposed to say according to all the sales gurus out there, but they still don't close. Well, the reason is because you're trying to use sales tactics, and people are, smart in 2021, and they've like heard everything before, and they know you're being salesy. What and tell a story about like how you used this like new like other method to actually
Yeah.
close them. And it's like, I tried this unusual thing one time where it was like I was so tired of not closing people with all the like the guru sales nonsense that I just, you know, for lack of a better term, I said fuck it and I did my own thing and I told this like wild story and the client was like laughing at the end and the client was like, dude, I don't care how much it costs. I'm gonna pay you. And you like tell that story and then it's like you experimented and tried it on other clients or prospective clients and then they were all like, yeah, I'm in. So then your whole concept is like you've been following traditional like sales advice that's like following a script, but when you go off like on a story and you like read these like three things from the prospective client while you're on the call, you can craft a story that's going to like be custom to them and close
That's right.
them. So it's like the reason they've always failed is because they're following us like a salesy script that just like smells like a sale. Whereas there's like maybe three things to look for while you're on the call, and then you'll know exactly how to cater the close to them, and it's going to make them like laugh and like cry and like say, here's my credit card, like at a higher rate than ever before.